jersey. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Third down and 9. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down.
19 yards. And the 49er first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. Abdul Carter, number 3 overall selection. There for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Dewan Jennings. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
First down, San Francisco.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's a slant to Ayuk. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. Man in motion here is Jennings. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 8.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. As we are ready to get back underway. He's going to keep it himself. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Purdy to throw. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Eric Gray to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
As the quarterback takes the field, Mike, it feels like there might be a little bit extra pressure than your standard opening drive. The other team did such a great job taking up the entire first quarter, not only finishing with a touchdown, but letting you know you don't have all day. You might not get a million possessions here to try to score. Every time you have the ball, you better take advantage of it, because every time you give it back to your opponent, it could be a while before you see it again. And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, New York. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Well, rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. And here, Smith-Marset is deep for New York. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Giants offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
48-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That one's good for 26 yards.
That's good for a Giants.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time, and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain. If he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. He's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Niners offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. Second down, they need 3. Here's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. Right back to Pearsall again. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hanson here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. The rain might not be as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down as we get set for this second half. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Ray gonna return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Looking to run. Wow, that 360 spin helping him out there. He'll get forward, and we'll give him 6 yards on that one.
34-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. On the ground. back to Tracy. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
The throw here is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The 49ers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is 4th down.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And they'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10, It is going to be first and goal.
44 yards.
A big play for the Giants.
First down.
A pickup of 44 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Wilson makes the read and keeps it himself. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
On third and goal, Wilson. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest game.
On second down, Purdy. Over the middle to Kittle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get
nowhere to go. He is taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Kittle is the man in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this situation. Do they try to slow play this and try to score without giving the ball back? Or do they try to strike as quickly as possible? So first things first, they got to convert this 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Giants come up with it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
That's good for a
4-minute offense, Mike. So what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
Good for a Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
17-yard line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. A carry here for Tracy. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing fourth down.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. It's Purdy.
Purdy's pass complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 1st down. One last shot now for Purdy. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.